Topic 2.6 Environmental Consequences of Connectivity. So, the goal here is we're going to explain the environmental effects of the various networks of exchange in Afro-Eurasia from circa 1200 to 1450. First off, we have the diffusion of crops and their societal impacts. We have bananas in Africa. Bananas originating from Southeast Asia integrated into Africa's diet, notably in the Great Lakes region, leading to agrarian growth and population expansion. In specific areas of East Africa, bananas reshaped the culinary landscape and trade patterns, with regions excelling in banana cultivation, experiencing newfound economic prosperity. We also have new rice varieties in East Asia, the introduction of Champa rice from the Champa Kingdom, which connects to present-day Vietnam, to China as a tribute, revolutionized agricultural output, allowing for multiple harvests and consequently urban and population growth. Within China, certain provinces that specialized in Champa rice cultivation underwent localized economic transformations, influencing cultural and societal dynamics. We also have the spread of citrus in the Mediterranean, and the Mediterranean's dietary and agricultural landscapes were enriched by citrus fruits from Southeast Asia and India, fostered by trade networks and the Islamic Caliphate's influence. In regions like Andalusia, citrus cultivation not only buoyed the local economy, but also influenced aesthetic values, with citrus groves becoming cultural landmarks. And we have sugar and cotton. The introduction of these crops to new areas resulted in shifts in agricultural practices, often giving rise to monocultures with broad economic implications. In places like the Nile Delta, the cultivation of sugar and cotton reshaped local labor practices, land use, and trade dynamics. On the negative side, we had the diffusion of pathogens and their societal impacts. First, we had the bubonic plague. Originating in Yunnan, China, the plague traversed extensive trade networks, causing widespread mortality from Asia to Europe. The ensuing societal impact led to transformative economic and social changes. In urban areas like Florence, the post-plague environment witnessed shifts in art, literature, governance, and social hierarchies, underlining the disease's profound localized impact. It's not the only pathogen that traveled. Apart from the bubonic plague, several diseases proliferated along these trade routes, each with its own set of societal implications. The first, not just in America, was smallpox. Smallpox, a devastating viral disease, spread particularly along the Silk Roads, influencing population dynamics in many regions. Epidemics often led to significant mortality, leading to shifts in labor markets and at times power dynamics. In cities like Baghdad, periodic outbreaks of smallpox were countered with rudimentary quarantine measures, and affected communities often sought spiritual solace, leading to a surge in religious observances. Measles. Measles traveled from the Middle East to Europe and Asia, affecting mostly children. Its recurrent outbreaks stressed the need for better urban health measures. In places like Cordoba and Al-Andalus, medical scholars, inspired by ancient texts and driven by recurring measles outbreaks, embarked on medical advancements, sometimes penning early treatises on symptoms and possible treatments. Leprosy went less well. The spread of leprosy, especially through the Silk Road, led to societal ostracization of the afflicted due to the visible deformities it caused. In European cities, the response to leprosy led to the establishment of leper colonies, or leprosariums, often on the outskirts, which became both places of refuge and isolation. We have cholera. Though major pandemics are recorded later, evidence suggests cholera existed in the Indian subcontinent and may have made its way to other regions, affecting water supplies and necessitating improved sanitation. Coastal cities like Aden or Muscat, which had busy ports, had to develop early water purification practices to curb potential outbreaks.